bro. We don't want to spend too much time on the doo-doo Browns. Let's go on to the Texans versus Ravens. The doo-doo Ravens. These boys ain't looking like Ravens, bro. They looking like pigeons right now. Let me just tell you that, bro.
Yeah, that's nasty, bro.
Hey, Texas beat the piss out these boys. 44-10, man. And here's the thing: we don't hear Dante talking about them Ravens no more, bro. This is one of the biggest disappointments I've seen in football in a long time. Is the Baltimore Ravens? Is it time to give up on these guys, man? I know they got a lot of injuries.
No,
but
they had Meach Guy playing quarterback. They had Meach Guy playing quarterback today.
I mean, so now it's Meach Guy.
It was Meach Dog.
It was 4 as a starter, bro. That was CeeDee Lamb quarterback last year.
And here's the thing: this is what we need to talk about, bro. How bad the Ravens defense actually is. I think they're giving up 30+ points in every single game.
Every game, bro.
We keep talking about how great this Ravens defense was. So if you got a great defense, that doesn't mean the first 11. That means your second, your third string. They got to be pretty good. And at this point, when they lost Matabuke, they didn't have anybody else that could get to the quarterback.
No pass rushing.
They have no pass rushes at all. But we said this was the best defense at the beginning of the season. I think everybody said that this was the best defense at the beginning of the season. And now we're seeing that they were fool's gold. All right. They were definitely fool's gold. To give up 44 points to a Houston team that's been struggling to score, me and Dante talked about that last week. It didn't look good for them last week at the beginning of that game. All right. And then they come out and put 44 on the so-called one of the best defenses in the NFL. That's not good. That's not good. And I'm looking at the CJ Stroud had 4 touchdowns, 244 yards. Nick Chubb had 61 yards. Cooper Rush was absolutely horrible today, bro. 179 yards. For 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. And Derrick Henry, 15 carries for 33 yards. That ain't looking too good either, because you would think that Derrick Henry would get at least 25 carries in this game. Now that they know that
you said 15.
If you getting 2 yards a carry, bro, what you want to keep running it for? You down, like you getting murdered, like you getting blew out the whole game. You got to throw it, bro. Yeah, even if they could run, they could have ran a dime defense and still would stop Derrick Henry from getting 5 yards, bro.
Yeah, Derrick Henry has not been playing well this year, bro. And I think
his longest run was 7 yards, bro.
It's the O-line, though. Their O-line is not good this year, bro.
Well, I mean, they also...
But he had a good first game of the season, bro.
I think that also speaks to how good Lamar Jackson is.
Thank you.
He holds on the team, and nobody realized what he's been doing. The same thing that Josh Allen got praised for last year. Lamar Jackson really is in the same situation. He's living off a team with names. But he literally is what makes the team go. He controls the clock because he run the ball himself. His defense.
I think that's any elite.
We just saying last year's MVP. You just said last year's MVP.
That's any elite quarterback. Y'all not really saying nothing. I'm being honest. Like if you can say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes. You can say the same thing about Josh Allen. You can say the same thing about any elite quarterback in the NFL.
No,
it's the
Patrick
same.
Mahomes had an elite defense. What are we talking about? You cannot say the same thing.
So Patrick Mahomes is not elite.
No, he said we had an elite defense. No, that's what he said.
Still though.
Definitely. No. Chiefs defense the last 3 years has been elite.
So what about y'all getting to the Super Bowl and getting blown out by Tampa Bay when Patrick Mahomes had that horrible?
We didn't have an offensive line. No. You right.
The Tampa Bay defense did the thing. Mahomes scrambled for the most yards in NFL history in that game against Tampa Bay. He was running for his life. It was the defense that made the Kansas City team slow down.
But Mike, our defense wasn't that.
Lamar Jackson's been plugging holes for this team for years, and everybody blames him. But I don't think the talent around his team has ever really been Super Bowl contender worthy. And I think this is.
We ain't gonna say
now,
that.
That's why I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I disagree with the part that
what defensive lineman have they had that has been good in the last 5 years?
Just the Matabuke.
Okay, one. You win Super Bowls with good defensive linemen.
Yeah, you gotta have one at every level.
They don't have to be.
Hold on, Meach. You agree with that, Meach? A defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a safety.
So
you have to have all three.
It seems like you backtracking a little bit, bro.
Are we talking about?
You've been praising the Ravens like every week.
Hold on, y'all. So to have good defensive line, y'all talking about people that we know, like names?
No, I'm talking about people with high analytical grades, high stats.
No, dude, they always have a good defensive line.
They have to know already.
They don't have bad defensive line.
I said this 2 weeks ago.
Names, so.
No, wait, I said this 2 weeks ago, Meech, that the Ravens defense has been letting Lamar Jackson down.
Yeah. Now on the back end, the secondary wise, yes, they have. Like they can stop the run. It's the secondary.
The secondary was being exposed. That's why they went and got all the corners.
The defensive backs only struggle when the defensive line sucks.
They struggled last year too.
Because the defensive line sucks. When your defensive line good,
your defensive line don't suck.
They not terrible.
I've seen
they're not terrible at all.
They're not terrible.
They're not a bad.
They have no premier pass rusher. They have nobody that puts fear in team that you have to double team. And like Justin, no, bro, they do not have that on the team. That's why teams can do whatever they want.
Let's go back to the part where you said he ain't had enough talent to win the Super Bowl.
He has not, bro.
He couldn't beat us, Meech. He can't beat us, Meech.
Exactly. No, he can't win those games. This is what it is.
Because
how many MVPs?
This team is more talented.
How many MVPs does he have?
2.
You gotta have a pretty good team around you to win the MVP.
I agree.
Or you can be a phenomenal person.
No.
Do
that mean Joe Burrow should have won last year? Joe Burrow should have won. Was that last year or the year before?
Lamar should have won last year.
He should have won what?
MVP. He should have been back-to-back MVP winner, bro. Lamar should.
You see him like Josh Allen is the MVP.
No, Josh needed that one.
Y'all don't respect James
Josh Allen got that, bro. You gotta stop.
James
You keep contradicting yourself, Josh. You don't know which way you want to go.
Josh Allen's people, so where they view them as like.
What I'm switching up on?
Like going back and forth.
What am I switching up on?
He's shaking his head with Ivan. Then he like, yeah, Ivan, you wrong on this. Yeah, Ivan.
I can't. Wait, hold on. You telling me that I can't? I'm being a.
Come on this show, bro. Nate, you literally been praising the Ravens every single week for how good they are. Now you
hold on.
They're not that good.
Lamar didn't play this week. Lamar did not play.
Not that good. You're right, Ivan.
Justin Meadowbrook ain't hurt, bro.
You said that all stars on their defense. You said all stars on man and all that. You
right. You right, but didn't I also concede that their defense wasn't playing good none this year?
They wasn't playing it, but that don't mean they don't have talent.
I conceded to that. So wait, I conceded to it. I conceded to it. And you telling me now I'm wrong for conceding to it?
But even that, you agreeing.
What Ivan is saying is what we've been saying.
We're not gonna stay on this. We're not gonna, because I know how me, you, and Ivan can do. We can be on this for an hour.
Please.
Everybody don't want to hear this. I'm being honest. They don't want to hear us argue about this. We got to go to the next game, bro. They want to hear us talk about all the games. I know we get caught up on this, but we're not gonna get caught up on it. Let's go to the next game. All right, Dante. I know you mad. Move on to the next game. Move on to the next game.
They blame Lamar Jackson too much. That's all I think.
All right, Giants, Saints. All right, Giants lose to the Saints, 26-14. You know what? Spencer Rattler finally got him a game, bro. He needed to get him a game, and Spencer Rattler came out and did his thing. You know what?
And they was winning the whole time, Meech. I thought they was going. Hey,
Spencer Rattler, 225. What's up?
Do I get my Spencer Rattler respect this week? Do I get the Spencer Rattler respect this week?
He got to win, bro. I mean, he got to win. It's about time he got to win, bro.
Against a good defense. You need
to get one, bro. They 1-4, so